Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on. So what we're going to do now, before we get into Alexandra's podcast video, I'm just going to read a few comments. Well, not read a few, I'm going to read most of the comments for my, I've only got 93, on my 2.2 thousand video, Alexandra Cozy Fall Vlog, Fall Decor Shopping, Healthy Apple Cider Donuts. So some right comments that I haven't had a chance to, been so busy I haven't had a chance to read or get back to anyone. So OB860 says, that food looks gross. He should be trying to use a spoon already. Is she too lazy to give him a plate? Yes. I think she was too lazy to give him a spoon and a plate. She let him use his hands. Lazy and clueless, Kim Hamilton says. Nick M691 says, she's gross and is dragging up that poor little boy. Kelly to do ruck. Right, it's a stupid was to feed children, in my opinion. It's a stupid was to feed children, in my opinion. I don't know what she's trying to say by that one. Tracy for life says, yes, he should be learning how to use the kid-friendly cutlery instead of his fingers. Sunny Day says, the smacking here, I know. And NB Panda says, I don't know why I had a few hard nights of sleep. I don't know why I had a few hard nights of sleep. You have a baby, and tell me why she drank that coffee like that, like tilting her head way back and then doing the gross lip smacking, because she knows it annoys the fuck out of us. Monica Corey says, plus the drinks and Alani in the afternoon. That's right, it's all added caffeine. That's why you can't go to sleep at 9 p.m. Ray78 says, I honestly believe that yummy voice is her real inner voice. It's what she hears when she sees something and she perceived as edible. I love it. Obese Shopping Network said, it looks like something my dog threw. Oh, yeah, yes, it does. It does. Patty Pop said she is being extra obnoxious as time goes on to annoy reactors, in my honest opinion. I agree with that, Patty. I agree. Necklace pendant is a choking hazard. She's finally holding him, not on that contraption around her. Yay. I don't see the point anyway. When he's wanting his attention, she says yes and just keeps on talking to the camera. So sad. I know. Sunny Day says, Sunny, yeah, right, Mama Dukas. We don't forget Granny Dukas, Mama Dukas forever. Yep. 100%, Lisa Georgie says. Jessica says, did you hear with the donuts, eating dessert before... Yeah, I said it. Eating desserts before dinner. We're setting a bad example for Anderson. I heard it, Jessica. Sunny Day says, Crocs are not a fashion statement. You can say that again. Yes, H1Z says, I swear she's high. Yeah, on food. Jen Myers says, Alex should be giving Anderson a baby spoon or fork and putting his food on a little child's plate, I know, or bowl. That way he can learn to eat on his own. You know, I've never, ever in my 51 years seen anyone throw food on their baby's thing like that and tell them just to eat it without a bowl. She should also sit, he's not an animal. Most animals have bowls anyway. She should also sit with him and teach him how to eat. He would catch on, but she is too lazy. I know. Thank you, Jen. Sasha says, I'm not sure if it's the way that you edited the video or if she went back and edited it herself, but when Yaman come home... Hang on. I'm not sure if it's the way you edited the video. No, I didn't edit any video, love. I just put it up as... I don't even know how to edit. But when Yaman came home and she wanted him to try the donut she made, she went in to try and get him to bite the donut at the same time she did, like a romantic moment, and it was the most awkward thing I have ever seen in my life. Ya looked like a deer in the headlights. Yeah, he did. There was a weird cut. Okay, it wasn't me. It was her. Ya did end up doing it, but you can tell he was 100% forced. Yeah, it's probably because she did put a cut in there. Kerujavi Patriot says, very awkward. New York Steph says, oh my God, yes, that was so cringe. I almost felt a little sorry for her. Don't you dare, New York Steph, don't you dare. I never would, ever. Not for her. And I've got the biggest heart, but not for her. Jessica Condon says, I can't remember what age we started using plates and bowls, but I know it was before one. Yes, there is a chance the plate will end up across the room, that's right, as they usually do, but they have to learn somehow. Also, utensils. I hate to nitpick because there are really other huge issues, but all these little things combined are really concerning. Yep. I'm shocked at the lack, of a plate. Looks like he's eating off the floor. I know, OB says. Yep. Dee Dee says, so glad you are back. Thank you. Could not wait for you to catch up on this heifer. She says how tired she is. She must have a terrible sleep apnea and she's enormous. But sure, Alex, no idea why you could be so tired. I know. I'm tired. You know why? I walked 2 hours and 45 minutes with Sinatra. That's why I'm fucking tired. At least I've got a reason to be tired. Tracy for Life says, I do believe, and yes, I said Sinatra. I look after Priscilla's dog sometimes. Tracy for Life says, I do believe she has sleep apnea too. Her breathing is so bad. I wouldn't be surprised if she has a PAP machine at night. Dee Dee says, Tracy for Life, the only reason I don't think she has one is that she has no depressions, on her skin. Most, especially those who are very swollen and overweight, will have those lines, like Amberlynn and, sorry, not Amberlynn, like what's her name? Well, I know Amber does have them. She has sometimes, but Foodie Beauty does. And they take hours to go away. Let me know the thoughts. I could be wrong. Tracy for Life. Yeah, you have a good point. Never thought of that. Either way, her breathing makes me feel like she's taking deep breaths. Yep. She probably does need one. She's living in her Delulu land, guys, so she doesn't want to admit to herself that she needs one. Linda Dalfus says, in my opinion, you start to introduce utensils at 10 or 11 months, including using sippy cups. You do place your finger foods at about 6 months to feed themselves, learning fine motor skills. Instead of dragging poor Anderson shopping, she could be working on the skills with him. She really fancies herself some sort of cook baker. I know. To call herself, she even mentioned and said, Linda, that she called herself a chef in it at one stage. I'm the designated chef in the family, she said. Tracy says, both of them are neglectful parents in my opinion. Absolutely. That poor kid is so delayed. J Bean says, there's an old video with Gabby, I believe, where Alex talks about one of her favourite memories growing up was going to Target with Nancy every Sunday night. She said they would peruse the whole store while eating a bag of popcorn. Consuming is Alex's life. She doesn't have friends, interests, or hobbies. She doesn't play sports, games, or even cards. She really doesn't travel, I know, or explore new places. Even before she had Anderson. I mean, she travelled a little bit, but not heaps. Alex consumes. She consumes food, clothing, home decor, TikTok, etc. It's all she knows. She doesn't volunteer, give back, or contribute to society in any way. She has a beautiful baby boy, but hacked junk food, cheap and tacky holiday decor, ghost holding Coke cans, fast food, Amazon hauls of clothing she never wears. That is what brings her joy and makes her heart sing. Agree, J Bean. High Frequency says yes, spot on, bullseye, you're on fire. Tracy said very, very sad. They are both just effing weird. Yep. Ms. Abstract Mind says, Yar doesn't call Anderson the bullshit name, Sonny. I know. No, he doesn't. He just calls him Anderson. She changes his nicknames because she's unhappy that she has a son. Her trying out nicknames to see which one she likes is her trying to make herself accept her son, spark some excitement in her being stuck with a boy. Nicknames aren't planned out. They come naturally and have some type of backstory to share later on. Yeah, but remember, it's Anderson, so son is Sonny. That is the biggest fucking bullshit I've ever heard. Hide Out Loud says, when she looks at poor Anderson, her mask slips. Just watch her turn odd, like so disconnected. She talks to him like some people talk to a child in the grocery store because you don't know them. Yeah, the mask slip is real. New York Steph says, Hide Out Loud, 100%. Now, I wonder if she does have another one, God forbid, and it's a girl. If she's going to be, it'd be very interesting to see how she's going to treat that baby. Adrienne Shona says she's probably tired all the time because of all the sugar and carbs that she has in the coffee alone is diabolical. Coffee alone is diabolical in sugar. It's like a diabetic crash. Also, I cannot stand when she says yummy. It's just disgusting to me. I know. Maria says, is this Play-Doh mum? 2354. I'm going to have to go in and have a look. 2354. Okay.
We went out this morning and just had no family time, and then we just picked up some stuff. We're going to do a little birthday photo shoot for him.
He's playing with her 5 chins. I love it.
Some memory.
That's what the Play-Doh time was about. It's Play-Doh time. Love it. Play-Doh mum. Is this Play-Doh mum? I love it. Yeah, H1Z says the brown chair in the back in the living room. Geez, I go away for a couple of weeks and the changes are nuts. Jane says, love you, Shelley. Love you back, Jane. Right back at you. Sunny Day says, hi, Jane. Sunny Days, the amount of calories she used regular ingredients. The amount of calories. She used regular ingredients and then still says they are low calorie. I'm Lashy X says, we are so jealous. Thank you for putting up with her bullshit for us. You're welcome. K Goof says she got a delivery of all of the gifts of Anderson's birthday and managed to buy herself a gift of Crocs too, of course. Yeah, God forbid she didn't get one. NB7X for you. Hello, gorgeous lady. Thanks for reposting this. You're very welcome, darling. Sunny Day says, how many points is in the ice cream? 0. Yeah, Hide Out Loud says. Honey Bear says, not only does she always buy his things secondhand and from the dollar store, but she has not had any professional pictures of him done. I know. She's done them herself. Yep. But she had professional pictures done for her announcement because it would bring her engagement and money from views. I get it. Not everyone has money for professional pictures or brand new toys or decorations, but she goes to Party City, super expensive for the Super Bowl parties. Yeah, she throws and buys tacky expensive decorations to impress her imaginary friends. But Anderson, nope, he gets dollar store things while she parks in front of the store in her expensive Tesla wearing an ugly $90 sweater from Abercrombie. It's insane. Good one, Honey Bear. Tracy says, yep, remember all the stuff she bought secondhand when he was born? Fucking cheapskate when it comes to that poor kid. Yep. Lisa Georgie, hello. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I would never have a channel if I haven't got you guys. I realised your videos are not always showing up. Oh, so I have to check daily. I think people need to please start leaving even a heart so the algorithm picks this channel up and hit like after a watch. We need Shelley to keep being heard with the truth. After all, you played a big role getting her to make a video that backfired in her face. We thank you. Thank you so much, Lisa Georgie. I appreciate that, love. Tracy for Life says, I agree. Please leave a like. Even if you're not subscribed, it means a lot. Same goes for Country Shade Tree, Tara, both fantastic reactors. Lisa Georgie says, Tracy for Life, 100%. Thank you so much. Thank you. Elizabeth 996. But I do know, guys, if I'm not going to be uploading as much, my videos will not be as high in the algorithm. Okay. Elizabeth says, I wanted that ghost too, and also can't find, but I'm going to make it myself with Mini Witch's brew can. Oh, good on you. Amy says, if she doom scrolled and wants to move to Saskatchewan, it's because reality exists. I really love that song. Dingus McDingleberry ruined it for me. Miss Venomdoll says, no, she used the right word. Cochina means dirty old pig. Cochina is kitchen. Being Hispanic, that made me laugh so hard. Same. New York Steph says. Janique says, Anderson popping. And I know, I just said popping. I thought I said pooping. Anderson popping, but the bathroom is closed, so she had to be crafty, knowing her neglectfulness. I would think crafty. Pooping. It was pooping, yeah. Crafty meant he pooped, but she let him sit in it through the whole home goods outing, but said it to the camera like she actually changed him to make it herself seem relatable. It would not surprise me one bit. She later said that she had to use the bathroom when she got there. If there was a bathroom for her to use, surely she didn't need to get creative and change Anderson in the bathroom. Yeah, but she's so dumb she probably didn't even think of it. I noticed that too. I guess always having to say things to be performative and relatable. Could be he didn't even have to. Could have been she was just lying. Tabby S says, I will never understand why she feels the need to buy more seasonal decor. Last year she bought so much to make it Nightmare Before Christmas, and it also negated the savings from putting up her Christmas lights so early. Literally, no life except spend money on herself and never her son. Kelly Tudurak says, I don't like this method of feeding children. It's messy and it teaches them nothing but overstuffing their mouth. She is lazy to sit with him and help him eat. Learn to use a utensil to eat. Pure laziness, I know. Tracy says 100%. Like I said, I have never seen anyone just put food on the plate. Put food on the baby table in front of him, the high chair, and just, let the kids go at it without a plate. I've never seen that being done at all. Hideout Loud says, I'm not a jealous person who lies and lies and lies. Alex could be a size 6 with her designer purse and dog holding her hand. It doesn't keep her from lying. If you lie, I'm out. I have zero respect for liars. If that is twisted and makes me a hater, then suck it. Exactly. And Jessica says she keeps calling him Sonny and it's making me insane. So, she is so damn irritating. Bad, Jessica. I feel you, love. Asmerasian Jen says, same earrings also in the photo with the 2 necklaces and her beer jacket. Yep. Ham hock arms, Anne says. Yep. High frequency. Jesus Christ, those pictures will burn your eyes out. Yes, they will. I have the same Crocs, but I wear a lot of brown. Hang on. I have the same Crocs, but I wear a lot of brown outfits. It's who I am, how I live. That's fine. It's just my opinion. I don't like Crocs. It's just my opinion. It's fine if you wear them and you like them. That's up to you, darling. I assume there's a lot of stuff that I'd wear that other people won't like. Monica Corey says, did calling Anderson Andy never cross their minds? Any Anderson I've known has been called Andy by family and friends, but leave it to Dingus McDingleberry to call him a nickname that needs an explanation when people don't get it. I'd also love to know how many colours of that gingham tablecloth dress she purchased. Lisa Greenlee lives. Love hearts, thank you. Indiana Redhead, hi sweetheart. You know how Priscilla used to say, oh, that face. I have the same thought every time I see her actual arm. Just saying. Oh, that arm. Cassandra Bikini says, first, thank you, Cassandra. 71 Crazy Fun. I noticed she hasn't mentioned Mr. Burns in a while. Yes, she hasn't. Usually she at least sends her gifts for birthdays but no mention. Another friend lost due to her truth about her father, perhaps? It could be. Could be. Yeah, the one friend she had, but no mention of her. Exactly, Tracy. KK Goof, yes, I posted that. The crying photo. Yep, I posted that. Oh, the crying photo was old. Yes. Thank you, KK Goof. SK Rink says the posting of the picture is not supposed to be real time. I think it is. God, you guys are such boomers. No, I think it was because she posted it with all the in the same month. Thanks for the comment and watching for the channel. Exactly. No, I think it was. Thank you for being stupid. Rudy Val said she's all over the map. Her meant to be picture like, what the fuck, what happened? What happened to Let Them? Yeah, she quickly forgot Let Them, didn't she? Malgon says love hearts. Thank you so much, Malgon. Okay, so let's get into this. Oh, I'm dreading it, but let me forward it. Let me do 1.25. Okay, sister-in-law wedding drama, homophobic mum, and Love Island reunion. Fuck off, you and Love Island.
Oh, you guys. I want to be fearless. Yes, I do. We're back, baby. We're back with another episode. I want to be fearless. do anything for you. I wanna be reckless. Oh my gosh, I should have put on Subway by Chapel Roan. I've mentioned it a little bit in the vlogs. Delightful. I've got a crispy DC. Got a little bit melty. I picked it up before I put my makeup on, but we're still rocking and rolling. So it's been a few weeks since the pod.
Oh, dear God, she's fucking irritating.
I posted my first pod back and then took a social media break. So it feels really good to be back today. And we're calling it Hot Goss Hotline because there's a lot of shows. I feel like every podcast that I see has like been taken. And like with multiple podcasts, but
You can never think of an original thought for yourself anyway, so it doesn't surprise us one bit.
I've seen, there's no Hot Goss Hotline. And I really like the name a lot. So I hope you guys like it too. You guys can send in your stories with, am I the asshole? I need advice.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are. You asked.
Or sending in, oh my God, having a massive brain fart, confessions to hotgosshotline@yahoo.com. So we've got some really good drama to dive into today. We are going to be talking about the Love Island reunion.
Oh, fuck
We have
off.
some juicy call-ins, and we are also going to be continuing on with a segment that I'm
Fucking Love Island reunion, my ass.
very excited about. It's essentially, what are the kids saying? What are the kids saying today, you guys? So
Who gives a fuck what the kids are saying? Only your 12-year-old brain cares what the kids are saying.
I'm really excited to tell you about 6'7". And you might be thinking, Alex, what the fuck? 6'7"? What are you talking about, girlfriend? What does 6'7" mean in slang? I was shocked when I heard about this one, and a lot of you guys were also quite shocked at our first episode's phrase of the youth, as it was called aura farming, which I feel like I processed, and I'm like, that, you know what, I kind of like it. These are the thoughts of a 32-year-old YouTuber. So aura farming, if you missed it,
You mean loser?
I like it because it's spiritual. It's like a spiritual thing in my opinion. Whereas your aura, we all have an aura, an energy, shall I say. And like, if you're farming for something, you are like growing crop. So like you're trying to like get more aura, you're aura farming. Thank you. Right though? Like,
Oh, dear Jesus, she is fucking painful.
I think I'm kind of making sense, but anyway, in case you haven't heard of the beloved slang term 6'7", and yes, it's just the numbers 6 and 7. So there's a lot of like, from what I was
I
reading.
haven't heard on it, Alexandra, because I fucking work. I have a job, and I actually do work. I don't sit on my ass all day and watch your fucking TikTok rubbish and see what is the new trend and what is the new thing that people say, do, and eat like you.
Searching, there's a lot of like theories about what this was and like what the meaning is. Some people were saying that it was a reference to, first of all, just like a viral meme. It's very memey, but then there was like edits of a basketball player joking that that he's 6'2", but he's really 6'7". That went viral. But like it's like this weird thing. Oh wait, also it comes from a drill track called Doot Doot by Skrilla, which means the numbers 6 and 7. They repeat 6 and 7 in the
Oh
song.
my God. Anyone else want to target the side of their temple with something? Because I do. Fucking boring.
Over and over again. So nobody really knows what the rapper was referring to in the song. Some people think that it's 67th Street in Chicago, but the lyric quickly got turned into a basketball joke. But now it's just like this weird thing that the kids are just saying. And it's usually like just like a reference, like not a reference, a response to something like, I don't know. They'll just be like, what time is it? Like, oh, hey, Randy, what time is it? 6-7. That's it.
Oh my God. I'm not listening to this anymore, guys. I swear to God, I'm losing brain cells the more she speaks. Love Island reunion. I'm going to forward all that. Love Island reunion. Now she's talking about the 90 Day Fiancé. Fuck off. Jesus.
Care about this. So anyway, let's get into some Hot Goss Hotline call-ins here. So like I said,
So she's just wasted 15 minutes and 48 seconds. Oh, but then again, every time she speaks, time's wasted.
if you want to call in, send me a voice memo to hotgosshotline@yahoo.com. I'll put it in the description box as well. Send me your voice note that's like around 2 minutes or less, and I want to know, do you think you're the asshole? Like, what happened? Send me a confession you just want to get off your chest, or something that you might need advice on, or something you want me to just talk about. Okay.
Because everyone really wants to go to you, someone who is stunted mentally with a 12-year-old capacity. If you ask me, she has a 12-year-old mental capacity. and gives beautiful, beautiful ideas to people about what they should and shouldn't be eating. So we're going to go to her for all our health questions and all our home questions and all our marriage questions. So let's all go to Alex for that.
So first up here, we have subject line, need advice, homophobic mom. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
Hey, Alex, longtime YouTuber, and I love watching your videos and looking forward to you continuing your podcast. I kind of wanted to send this in just as like maybe advice, but also just to vent a little bit. So my mom and I are on the opposite ends of the political spectrum. And sometimes
That's got to be so hard. Like I'm lucky I haven't had to deal with that, but I just have to say straight up, that has to be really hard.
she will send me things just to start arguments, or I don't know, she just loves a good debate, and I could not care less about that. Like, I really don't want to start arguing. However, some of the stuff she sends me is very like degrading to humans and just like very homophobic. Recently she sent me this story about a drag show being like open for kids, like it's a drag show but it's appropriate for kids, at this one bar. And
oh my gosh, I can't stand the narrative of like of like drag shows and like, oh, there's kids at the drag shows. Oh my god, this is Jesus. And she used a phrase like it was demented adults, I guess was in the caption, for meaning the drag queens are demented adults. And I really want to reply. I really want to respond. I just also am like, why are you sending me this stuff? You Right.
obviously know I don't agree with it at all.
Leave me out of it.
And I'm here to love and support everyone. So I don't know. Do I say something? Is it not worth it? I'd be interested in your thoughts. Again,
I think, number one, you're a fuckalooza for ringing and asking Alex for advice on this, but anyway.
I also should probably say that my mom and I have a history of like, my voice is not really heard a lot of the time, because she kind of, I think, has like narcissistic tendencies, and so she takes everything very personally.
So she's a bit like the person that you're asking advice from.
And it's all about her most of the time. And even if I try and politely like state my feelings with I statements, she still like somehow manages to flip it back on me, and it's like, well, you saying that makes me feel this way. So anyway, that's our history in case you wanted to know. But yeah, love your show and keep doing you, girl.
I love you so much. Thank you so much for you have a very positive energy, I'll say right now. And I feel bad that like
She's clairvoyant now, guys. She's clairvoyant.
you're dealing with this, but like when you said like, should I say something, my immediate thought was like, girl, yes, absolutely. Like, you need to tell your mom to like shut the fuck up. Like, respectfully, of course, with peace and love, mom. We need to cool
Oh, yeah, with peace and love. Tell your mum to shut the fuck up. That's great advice, Alexandra. Great advice.
it on your homophobic articles. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a real big bummer. I get it, because like you don't want to like I think we all have this like deep rooted. I mean, not
She
everyone,
meant that. She meant tell your mum literally shut the fuck up. She didn't mean with peace and love.
and not always, but like we all have like this deep rooted thing of like not wanting to like stand up to like older people in our family. And at the end of the day, like, you're a grown woman, and like, mom or not, like, you shouldn't be subjected to these things. And it sounds like overall we've got like a boundary issue, which is like normal. A ton of people are dealing with that. You're so not alone. But yeah, like, I know you're afraid that she's gonna like snap at you and make it all about her, which it sounds like she probably will. But I think it's really important to go into the conversation with the right mindset. And like, at the end of the day, she will get over it. And that's something that always seems like really hard. It's like, oh my gosh, like, she's gonna freak out, make this about her, and like, she's never gonna talk to me again. Like, no, I promise, no. It feels like that because like people like that can make you feel that way, but you are so allowed to express like your feelings, and that it sounds like
Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background growling.
you haven't really tried yet with this. So like, for real anyway, just be like, hey mom, look, like, you are allowed to feel your feelings. I guess. But like, I really don't want to talk politics with you, because unfortunately a lot of people who have those really strong opinions and are like sending and posting articles all the time, they're not going to change their mind. It's like talking to a wall. So you're gonna have to
I'd rather be watching a wall now than watching you.
set the boundary,
Boring
or
as shit.
you literally just ignore it every time she sends something. But I would at least personally, I would try to set the boundary, because it goes beyond even just this situation where she's sending you things you don't want to read that are like really negatively charged and just going to cause a debate that like you're not in the mood for and you don't have the time for, honey. So this would be great practice just on like setting boundaries with your mom. You know, a narcissistic person, especially a parental figure.
My window's open, guys. You can hear the dogs in the street barking. Again, menopause, so I'm not closing the window.
Like, setting boundaries is so important and so healthy, and I'm sure that there's other boundaries that you probably need to set with mama outside of just this. So
How about you setting boundaries with your father and not seeing him again?
one thing I would highly recommend is reading the book Boundaries. It's just called Boundaries. Let me just like look up real quick and tell you
I think you need to read it again. You also need to read the book Let Them again.
the name of the author. because
I don't
thought,
care.
but I also did not want to watch Breaking Bad. I didn't want to watch Game of Thrones. I didn't want to watch
Oh dear Jesus. What has she gone up to now? Oh no, still haven't.
every show that I now love severely. Would I like Harry Potter? Maybe. And I know there's a lot of Harry Potter heads out there right now who are like, girl, you've never seen Harry Potter? And no, I don't want to either. But I bet I would love it. Like Star Wars, please.
She is such a nasty bitch.
Please, no, please. I don't want to watch Star Wars. But like maybe it's good. I don't know. But I don't want to watch it. Don't make me watch it. But that's how I feel about self-help books. Wait, is that what I was talking about? Yes. I like self-help books. Hot takes, that's what we were talking about. I love self-help books. I do.
Yeah, but you don't listen to them. Just like let them. Do you remember Let Them? But no, you decided to come and make a fake fucking video and fake a mentee bee. You had a mentee bee, faked the mentee bee. I thought you like reading books like that. So you love reading them, but you literally don't use any of the advice that they give you.
And like I feel like there's this weird stigma. Sorry, I keep like touching my hair.
Yeah, it's very
long and I'm
fucking annoying. You're touching your hair because you're insecure.
I just learned to live with it down, but you know how I am. Stimulation's very
Yeah,
overstimulating.
you're insecure.
Yeah, I like
It's not
self-help
stimulation, you're insecure.
books. I feel like every once in a while you read one that just like hits you the right way. And I really love the Let Them theory. Cause like you could even dabble with that with this whole scenario. Like your mom wants to keep sending you these articles that like you don't agree with, you don't want to believe, you don't want to believe, that you don't want to argue with, that you don't believe in. Let her send them, right? So
Oh my God.
there's a
she
few.
actually referred to let them. How about you let them? Why didn't you let them? But you wanted to strike all the channels, didn't you? You didn't let them. Take your own advice, heifer.
help ways we can deal with this. We can hit the boundaries route, or we can get off at I-95 and do the Let Them theory. You know what I mean? It's up to you. The choice.
You study the let them theory. How about you take it into account in your life? Stop telling other people to.
The self-help choice is up to you. But you can do the Let Them theory, and the Let Them theory, if you haven't read the book, it goes beyond just like, oh, let them. It's let them, blank, let me, blank. So it's about not letting other people's actions affect you. And
Yeah, but they did affect you. Oh my God, talking about the fucking pot calling the kettle black. They did affect you. You made a fucking video about it and you said that you needed time off the internet, which we all know was bullshit because you didn't have a mentee bee and you just got your channel just got struck for 2 weeks and you couldn't upload. You didn't have a mentee bee and you didn't let everyone let them, did you?
what's the action you're going to take for this? So we're not absorbing them. What are we going to put out instead? You know what I mean? So you could read both books or listen. I prefer to listen on a nice little walk and see which one rings more true to you. But they can also really go hand in hand, truthfully. So you could always, let her
Can you
send
spell that word truthfully, Alex? Can you spell it?
Then you can do the let me part and be like, let me just say nothing. Let me say nothing. Let me change the subject. Let me set a boundary and protect my peace. There's a lot of ways that you can do that. So if you guys have any favorite self-help books, leave them down below because I'm a big fan and I don't think there's anything wrong with self-improvement. Always. I think we should always strive for self-improvement. So I hope that helps. I feel like it totally was just a rant. And I don't know, what train station I'm getting off of there, but we're certainly on a train, aren't we? So anyway, keep me posted, girl. We're going to hop into the next one, titled Sister-in-Law Drama. Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Hi, Alex. I'm so excited that you started a podcast. I'm a huge fan. I've been watching your videos since 2014, and I'm just...
It never ceases to amaze me that some of you guys have been here for over a decade. Like back when I was in my mom's
Yeah, and now most of us hate you.
attic bedroom in 2011, putting out videos like crazy. 2014, thank you for being here so long. I love you and appreciate you.
Have been
Sure
there
you
along
do.
the whole way.
That was so genuine, wasn't it, guys?
I'll be short and straight to the point. I'm getting married in a month, and
Congrats.
I have recently come across some drama with my soon-to-be sister-in-law. She does have a different cultural background than me, so like my fiance and I are going to be joining into a blended family, and I'd love to hear your perspective on that with Yar. Anyways, that being said, essentially, my sister-in-law, we don't always see eye to eye on everything. She is very, very controlling and seems to think that this wedding is less about me and more about her little brother getting married.
God.
It's been a challenge along the way, but most recently it came to probably the worst it's ever been when I showed her a photo of my bridal makeup trial and she told me she didn't like it. And that like really hurt my feelings.
Oh, why do people do this? Why do people do this? Listen, and just listen, especially if this is who you are. If someone okay, I see this far too much, especially on like Say Yes to the Dress. If you see someone you love or someone you're supposed to be supporting come out in a wedding dress and you can tell that they love it and they are happy and they are glowing, you better be supportive. You better be supportive. Or if someone sends you, like your future sister-in-law sends you her wedding trial makeup, you better say you love it. Say you love it. And if you don't love it, you can gently express like, you look so beautiful, girl. What do you think about it? What are your thoughts? Like, let's do that first so we don't like diminish their spirit. And I know there's probably people like, oh, but be honest. Be honest. Listen, unless they
Be honest. Be honest. Why? Because 50 million people told you that your dresses look ridiculous on you? You're referring to Say Yes to the Dress?
specifically ask, like, please be brutally honest with me. And if they are happy and like feeling themselves, you better be nice. Be nice. Oh, that drives me nuts. I'll watch the Yes to the Dress. I haven't watched it in a while, but long ago.
Yeah. But you can tell the person, if it's your sister and if it's my sister that was getting married and she needed advice about the dress, she would want my honest opinion. Of course, I wouldn't say it in a hurtful way, even though everything is beautiful about her. But I wouldn't say it in a hurtful way. There's nice ways to tell people that maybe you should try another one on because this one might look better. Your next one might not, have this in it or that in it, and it might flatter you a little bit more. Why don't we just try another one? But some of the ones that Say Yes to the Dress are so bloody rude. I've watched those shows.
And someone will just come out like glowing and you can just tell they feel so confident and amazing. And then they're like, I don't like it. No one asked you. No one asked you, Patricia.
Yeah. No, they did ask them because they've brought them along for it. And if they don't want their true critique, then don't go on the fucking show.
Okay? Damn. She's glowing. And then you just see the person get deflated and it's like, oh, it hurts my heart.
Just because her looks might be
Fucking spare me. It's because you haven't got one.
different doesn't mean that mine isn't good or nice. And
Right.
just made me feel super insecure. And now basically we're not on like great basis. And things were just super awkward. It's just really unfortunate. And I don't want to carry this
awkward like this whole fucking what do you bloody call it? What is this thing? Podcast. It's very, very awkward.
energy into my wedding day. I'm at this point now where, I've known her long enough that I'm like, we don't have to be friends, but at the end of the day, we are still going to be sisters. And I don't know, I'd love to hear how you'd approach that, your best advice, any last minute wedding suggestions. I know you were a COVID bride, but, leaving into a month left into my wedding and I'm really starting to get anxious and panic. But yeah, anyways, I'd just love to hear your thoughts and feelings. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.
Okay. You also have amazing energy. I love you. First of all, congrats on getting married. Like, so exciting. I'm so excited for you. And you asked me about like marrying into another culture and bringing families together. All you can do and like is just embrace it. It's the best. It's the best to have other culture. Like, I don't even know the right word. Other pieces of culture in your life. Like, I am obsessed with cooking Dominican food. I love Dominican music. It's been
You're obsessed with food in general.
so much fun, like marrying into a Dominican family. So yeah, just embrace it and enjoy having new and exciting pieces of culture into your life and traditions. It's truly the best. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this. This is just such a bummer. I would love to know, I can't ask you. I would love to know if he has other siblings or if it's just those two. Like, is it just the two of them and like she's kind of like possessive with him as a brother? Are they just like a little too close? Like, it's just like, but like my immediate reaction here is like, brother needs to step up. Brother needs to talk to sister. Brother needs to talk to her for you because at the end of the day, that's his sister and he's disrespecting.
Sorry guys if you heard that. I was opening the...
She is disrespecting his future wife. That's my opinion. That's how I always have been like kind of raised. Like, it's like partners and spouses need to put each other first, especially when it comes to family drama. That's just my opinion.
Really? You put family first, Alex. We certainly didn't put your stepsister first. That's for fucking sure.
I know a lot of people might not feel that way, but I feel like when you get married, you are choosing each
We know how you've been raised. We know exactly how you've been raised.
other. Like, family, I get it. You are born into your family, but like, you are choosing your spouse. You are making a choice to be together, to build this bond, to become a family. You weren't born together. You are choosing to become a family, and that is like sacred bond. So I feel like he needs to talk to her. He needs to talk to her. Like, this should not just all fall on you, and you do not need this toxic energy going into your wedding month. So let me see when you sent this. Oh my gosh, it was a month ago. Oh my God, I'm getting to this too late. Oh my gosh, send me a message again, please. Oh my gosh, I will be looking for it. Please let me know. Please send me an update. How was your wedding?
What a fucking idiot.
Oh my gosh, it was sent a month ago yesterday. So is her wedding this weekend or did it already happen? I hope it's going better. And if he hasn't talked to her yet, he needs to have a serious conversation like, hey, look, you've got to start respecting my future wife here. Like, you're making her feel bad about herself. And like, I think an honest conversation, unless
She's had these for a month.
she's like just insanely toxic, like it should just be a positive experience. Like, doesn't she want to be close to you? Like, you know, like, why wouldn't you want to be like close to your brother? It sounds like she's close to her brother. Why wouldn't you want to be close to his future wife? You know, I don't get it. But I hope if you had your wedding, it went well. So I'm like really curious to hear about that. But all right, apologies. I am back. I ran out of space on my SD card. Yarman's at work and I'm running the tech by myself. So let's go ahead and dive into our last call-in for this episode. So over here we have someone who is needing our advice. So let's dive in.
Hi, Alex. I'm really excited to see you doing your podcast again. I'm looking forward to listening to future episodes, hearing you be your true authentic self. I love that for you. I was looking to get some advice. My boyfriend and I have been together for about 2.5 years. We recently moved in together. And I'm having trouble nourishing both that relationship, spending a lot of time with him and the one with my best friend. Her and I have been friends for a really long time. She's been there, for the highs, but also for the really low lows. And because of maybe some side comments, indirect comments that she's made, body language that I've kind of noticed, I feel like she may think that I am, leaving her in the dust and maybe not including her in my life as much, because I am obviously spending a lot of time with my partner, since we now live together, but I'm also, trying to nourish that romantic relationship while also not, forgetting about her. So I want to see if you have any advice on how to navigate that, how to open up the conversation. I don't want to ruin the relationship with her, and I think that's what makes me really nervous. So hoping that you can give me some advice.
All right. Oh, sorry, that cut off abruptly. Okay, that's tough, I will say. Congrats on moving in with your man, having a nice relationship. I hope it's giving you everything that you love and deserve. I have known people who have been in the exact same space that you have, where like they got into a serious relationship and their best friend was not and felt left behind because before the two of the best friends, which would be you and your friend, were like super duper close, did everything together, and then all of a sudden someone gets a boyfriend.
Why don't you tell us what happened with Gabby?
And the other person feels left in the dust. That is like so common, and so many people are going through that. So I actually watched the people that I know handle this like really, really well. The one who was struggling in your shoes to nourish both relationships. It was a bit of an adjustment period, and like that is natural, like, because your friends, her feelings are valid, and it's no one's fault. You are doing your best to nourish both of those relationships, and naturally there's going to be some growing pains. But they ended up doing like a weekly like guaranteed hangout. So I think that really helps, because there's always something to look forward to, like having a weekly girls' night where the two of you, like every X night, you guys get together, order some food, watch a movie, go out to the movies, go out to dinner. Like it's just like, it's like your little date night with your bestie, and I think that's like just fine. Like I think that's like a really healthy, great way to.
I don't think you overdid that. We never saw you do that.
Still make sure you are spending quality time together, and that all depends. Like, is that like achievable for you guys? Like, do you live nearby? If not, like, and if that's too much, like maybe schedule a weekly like phone call catch up. Because also, even just like you beyond having a partner, like life gets busy. Life gets really busy. And another thing too, you could do. So my best friend, she moved to another state. So we use the Marco Polo app. It's such a great app. It's so great for like long distance friendships or relationships where you can like video message each other and like Marco Polo back and forth. And you can watch like at your own pace. You know what I mean? Like you can always like have that there. So it's different than like texting, because texting's more like urgent. This is like, we send one probably every day. And it's a great way to keep in touch. Like you can do it while you're getting ready in the morning, while you are, I don't know, in the Dunkin' drive-through line getting your coffee, I don't know, but you can just catch up that way, and that way you're like seeing each other face to face, you're still getting a good yap sesh, and it feels a little more personal than just texting. So I think like either having a weekly FaceTime date or a weekly girls night, is excellent. And if that's a little too much, or you want to also add in the Marco Polo, I highly recommend that app. I'm a big fan, and half the time it feels like I'm hanging out with my best friend and she's in my phone. And then it's also like less pressure than FaceTime too, which I really like. Like we still get to see each other's faces and interact, but it's less pressure than like being on a FaceTime and like, if you think of something later that you want to say, I don't know, I just love it. I'm a big fan. So that would be my advice on that. But you're going to get through it. And it's just, like I said, it's growing pains. And you're doing a great job. And the fact that you even care enough to send in this message here says that you're a really good friend and you're a good girlfriend, and sending you all the good vibes. So those are our calls this week.
I don't know if she helped her at all with that. I really don't know if she helped her at all. Did she help her?
But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to chat about. I think I'm getting towards the end here. It's almost fall. It's almost fall. I'm really excited. I would love to know what you guys do for your fall traditions. I have allowed myself, I've created the space for myself to decorate in September. I like that routine. Like I told myself September 1st, like it's on, but it's going to be like the first week of September because I still want to like do a little perusing around my favorite stores. If you watch my vlogs,
I hate that fucking word perusing because of her.
I'm only allowing myself one item max per fall shopping store, one item per store. And if I don't find anything, don't feel pressure to buy anything. Shopping is fun, but so is window shopping. It really is. I love to just like peruse and look around.
No, you don't. You love to buy. You don't really love to just peruse.
So fall content is to be coming soon. I did a vlog recently. It was like, I think my first fall vlog of the season where we looked at the fall stuff at Home Goods. And then also I made these baked apple pumpkin donuts
fuck off.
this episode. Really glad to be back. Really excited for future episodes.
Yeah, we're not glad that you're back. All right. Let's see if there's any comments here worth reading. 9.2k views. 67 comments. All of the callers sound exactly like Alex. Sus. Do you think of it? Like I said to you, half of them will be exactly like her. Half of them would be, more than half would be exactly like her. How is she giving out emotional advice like she's some kind of psychologist or authority on these issues? She is such a Nimrod. I would never take advice from her. She doesn't even know who she is or how to even tell the truth, especially to herself. Rebecca, I love you. The delusion narcissism is real. She is so cringe. Then why are you watching her? Because we can. Could you possibly add timestamps in the future? I don't really watch Love Island or 90 Day Fiancé, so I'd love to be able to skip through those segments, but I don't want to miss any other. Well, she did, but maybe she did it after she put them in. She said it. Just added them for you. Thank God. Jane Copsick says, Alex, don't be giving advice for people to tell their mothers to stuff you. My mother would have knocked me into next week. There has to be a mother-daughter understanding that certain subjects are off limit. I feel that if a mother and daughter are unable to set boundaries, there isn't a relationship and zero respect by mother and daughter. Love your podcast and happy first birthday to Anderson. Oh, fucking spare me. Look at this idiot here, Devi. Thank you, Queen. Drag show appropriate for young kids at a bar. Bruh, haha. None of that is for kids. Be so for real. No, I agree. I don't think it's for kids either. Drag shows aren't inherently inappropriate. For kids, I think they are. Especially if they're in a bar. What are they doing in a bar in the first place? They can be, of course, but some are definitely family friendly and be explicitly marketed as such. This is dumb. Grow up, people. How about you grow up? Can you please not consider this one of your uploads because it's a podcast and it's your first podcast? You said this was in addition to your vlogs. This is not a vlog. What the hell? I don't get that comment. Haters need not reply. I don't get that one. I totally forgot to clarify that this is a one-time situation. We've been insanely busy with people over and planning Anderson's birthday party. To make up for it, his birthday party vlog on Thursday is 45 minutes. Don't worry, this won't be a usual thing. I love you guys and appreciate you missing the vlog daily. Jenny Penny. Or just be happy to see it and wait until next week for a new vlog. I agree. I don't like podcasts. 6-7 is just from a song. Girl, not with the politics. Girl, considering your country is fascist hellscape, I commend anyone who is speaking about politics. What are you talking about? Go touch some grass, the other one says. I had a friend who was overly nice all the time, and it came to the point in which I stopped trusting her judgment. I had a friend who was more real and would always tell me my hair or makeup looked off, and she would help me fix it. I guess it depends on personality types. I preferred the honest friend. I also have enough self-esteem to tell my friend, well, even if you don't like it, I love it. Yeah, that's true. What were the parents taking these kids are coming up with phrases that mean nothing? As someone who got into Harry Potter at 24, I'm now 28, couldn't give a rat's ass, she should talk to her mum, but going forward, she should not just ignore everything her mum sends her. Pretty soon, her mum will get the idea and stop, hopefully. The lady with the friend feeling left out, and just text them more or call them more. Oh God, Jenny Penny, they're not asking you for the fucking advice. I think you would like Harry Potter. Mum, almost 30. Boring. You do you. If you want to do podcasts or on here, to go for it. People don't want to, they don't have to watch. Thanks, Bubbles. She didn't know that. She needed your go ahead. Can you please tell me if chestnuts are 0 points? Ask her cheeks, because I reckon she's got all the chestnuts in there. I actually do think you would like Harry Potter. Love the podcast. Hey, Alex, watching, listening as I work. Good for you. That's exactly right. Judy needs pockets. I love how this young generation is embracing absurdity in language. It means nothing. So damn true. So true. All right. And that's it, guys. If I have energy, I will do her next one, which is Anderson's birthday. Can't promise you that I'm going to do it, but we'll see. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're Alexandra Stans. Whatever, you're still interacting, so still good for my channel. And please subscribe if you find yourself watching but haven't subscribed yet. Thank you so very much to everybody. I do have some messages in my Instagram that I haven't replied to as yet. I've just been really, really busy with work, but I will get around to them. Thank you so much, my friends, and I'll see you in the next upload.